Today I'm doing a video about the Ride1Up Core 5. This is the XR frame in the midnight gray. And check it out, I'll do a little 360 for you so you can see all the way around the bike. Might be a little bit dark on this side because of the sun. Yeah, probably not the best view on this side, so I'll try to stay on the other side. You see the color, and that's a midnight gray. Actually, in the website, it does look a little bit more blue, but in person, it's definitely more of a gray. It's like a dark gray. Really nice color. So when we start off at the bottom here, probably the most important thing, this is the Shengyi 500 watt motor. And I think it's an 800 watt peak. If you're not familiar with Shengyi, Shengyi is basically a Chinese company. They are comparable to the Bafang, which is a little bit more well known. Bafang is also Chinese made, but both of them are pretty reliable. They've been in business for a number of years. On down through here we have the Shimano cassette. This is a 11x32 tooth cassette. This is an upgrade from the last model of the Core 5. This actually used to be a 14 tooth bottom cog there. So what that means is at those high speeds you're not going to run out of pedal, because 11 tooth you'll be able to essentially pedal slower through those high speeds. On down through here we have the Shimano Altus derailleur. This is their second level up in their midline of derailleurs. I like it. Shifts the gears really well. It's clean. We have a chain, which is the KMC chain, 7-speed chain. Nothing special. Up front here we have a 44 tooth sprocket. These are Pro Wheel crank arms. And if I'm not mistaken, these are Well-Go alloy. Actually, they feel like a composite plastic. Pretty lightweight. Good surface area. See, pretty big. Really comfortable. Moving on to the tires, you have the Kenda branded Quick 7.5. which is a 27.5 inch diameter wheel or tire, and it's 2.2 inches in diameter, which is about comparable to a cruiser tire. If you have ridden a cruiser before, those are 2.25 inches, so that'll give you an idea. In the back we have 12 gauge spokes, and in the front we have 13 gauge. And they use a little bit thicker gauge spoke in the back to compensate for the weight of the motor there. Some people are saying that their spokes they weren't tightened. On mine they were just fine. Here we have a new chain guard right here. You can kind of see where the shiny part is. That's like a plastic sticker. They didn't have that before. That's to prevent your chain from slapping on there. Moving on over, we have the 500 amp hour, actually it's 499.2 amp hour battery This has LG cells, so it's not a generic cell in there, which is really good because with most affordable e-bikes you're going to get a generic battery. This one has quality LG cells. Okay, moving on over to the forks. This is a welded fork. There is no suspension on this bike. If you're looking for a bike with suspension, Ride1Up also makes a couple other models. They're 500 series, 700 series, and they're limited. Going down to the front, I'll show the brakes over on this side. So here's your Tektro brakes, mechanical. You have 160 millimeter rotors. And some people ask if the mechanical brakes are good enough compared to hydraulic brakes. In my opinion, yes, definitely. Even going at those fast speeds, these things pretty much stop on a dime. So if you're concerned about that, I wouldn't be. Okay, moving on up to the control cockpit here. Here is our LCD display. You see, you turn it on with this little button here, and you have your battery power, your miles per hour, your odometer, and then your pedal assist level. So right now I have this 0 to 5. You can actually adjust that to go up to 9 if you want. It also has a backlight, which is nice for riding at night. Right next to that is your throttle. This is your thumb throttle. And you'll notice it's on the left side instead of the right side, which is a little bit, takes some getting used to, but it's not a big deal. I'm already used to it. I've only ridden 4 miles, so not a big deal. Here's your brake levers, either 3 or 4 finger, and there is no branding on these brake levers. There used to be a Chinese brand named, I think it was Wuxing. I don't see any branding on these. Moving over to the right hand side, we have our Shimano shifter, and it's a 7-speed bike, so this is to go up, you press this button, and then to go down you can push this down. And I think if you press hard, yeah, you could go 2 down. Here's your grips. They're like an ergonomic grip. Surface area is pretty good. Kind of helps with wrist pain if you have that kind of issue. Here's your stem. Nothing special in particular about the stem. I believe it is a 90 millimeter stem. It's got a couple of spacers there. And it makes the geometry of the bike actually very comfortable to ride. Back down to the frame. Right here we have the seat post. And I'll see if you can see the measurements on the seat post. Hard to see there. But it does say 30.4 millimeters, so if you're wondering about the size of the seat post and you want to upgrade to like a suspension seat post, 30.4 is the size to get. So that is pretty much it on the Ride1Up Core 5 XR model in the Midnight Gray. I hope I caught everything there. If I didn't, hit me up in the comments and I'll be sure to try to answer all your questions. I'll leave a link to the Ride1Up website so you can use that to go over there. You could check out this bike, the Core 5, or their other bikes that they have. I think they have 5 bikes in total now. If you're wondering, they've been around for I think 1.5 to 2 years, but with most electric bike companies they haven't been around that long. But as far as best bang for your buck, definitely think that they are a company that is to be considered. I'll do one more 360 around the bike. You can check out these welds. Hard to see the welds. Let me come over on the side for you. There you go. Nice welding here. Up top, it's actually a smooth weld, which is nice. You have the small branding here, Ride1Up. And then you have the branding up front. It says e-bike class 3 1-up. Established in 2018. So if you're interested in seeing any more of my videos, be sure and hit the subscribe button. I will be posting a few more videos of the Ride1Up Core 5. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.